What the fuck? What the fuck was that game? Bruins, Islanders game 2. Bruins lose in overtime 4-3. Jeremy Lauzon gotta be the first star of the game for the Islanders, man. First goal for the Islanders goes in off his skate. Second goal for the Islanders, he lifts Tuukka's pad. Fourth and game-winning overtime goal for the Islanders, Lauzon sends it off of someone's skate and lets Cizikas on a breakaway. What the fuck you doing, Jeremy? He should not be playing next game. This game showed why we need Kevin Miller. But we don't have Kevin Miller because he was taken out by a high hit from Dmitry Orlov that there was no penalty for. Speaking of high hits there were no penalties for, there were 2 in this game that I think probably deserved at least a 2-minute minor that didn't get one. Yeah, I know this is like more of me ranting so far, but we'll get to the game review, recap, whatever it is I usually fucking do. So, early or middle to late first period, Sean Kuraly has the puck. He shoots it. He skates a little. Nick Leddy steps up, throws his elbow into Kuraly's face. Now, an elbow to the face, that's a hit to the head with the principal point of contact being the head. So, that's at least a 2-minute minor for elbowing. Because, he elbowed somebody. But no. You could even make the case that it should have been a 5-minute major for a legal check to the head. But no penalty. It's perfectly fine for Nick Leddy, the great clean player that he is, according to NBC, to step up and thrust his elbow into Sean Kuraly's chin. Okay, so the precedent has been set that you can do that. Carlo gets a 2-minute minor for cross-checking in a scrum where I don't think he cross-checked anybody. They were just kind of going back and forth with their hands, and Carlo gets a 2. Komarov on the Islanders gets nothing. The only reason they fell is because the linesman's skate got in there. That was kind of fucking bullshit. Okay, then we get to the third. I think this is in the third. Charlie McAvoy takes a shot. Yeah, it definitely was the third because it was same end Kuraly got hit on. So, Charlie McAvoy circles around the net, takes a shot. While he's looking towards the goal and still gliding, I can't remember who it was for the life of me. But someone steps up from behind him and just cross-checks him in the back of the net. Oh, it was Zajac. Because Zajac got away with a trip on McAvoy earlier where he whipped his leg out. So, the NBC booth is commending Zajac for going after the young guy and letting him know he's there. Like, dude, he just cross-checked him to the back of the neck. Speaking of cross-checks to the back of the neck, Jake DeBrusk did the same thing to... I don't know what his name is. Hold on. He did the same thing to Mayfield. And Pierre's going crazy about, that's a cross-check, and the Bruins got away with one. I'm Pierre McGuire. Pee-wee coach was my good old pal. We had a beer the other night, and he was telling me this guy's always been a great forechecker. Pierre fucking sucks. I sincerely hope he doesn't get hired by either ESPN or TNT. He will, but I hope. I can hope. The refereeing was just atrocious tonight. Like, from both sides. Richie got hauled down. So, penalties. Okay, we're going to start with penalties. Don't usually do that. But, we're going to. So, Nick Ritchie gets tripped up. That's a penalty. Jordan Eberle stuck his stick between Richie's legs. Tripped him. That's a penalty. At that stage of the game, it was 1-0 after Charlie Coyle's opening goal, assisted by Nick Ritchie and Carson Coleman. Oh, another thing about the NBC broadcast tonight. Anders Lee is missing the great captain of the Islanders. Oh, just think about what this team could be if they had Anders Lee. It took them until overtime to mention a single one of the Bruins injuries. I don't have a problem with, not mentioning Bruins injuries. Every team has injuries, though. They're not special because someone got injured. It's... Okay, then at 5:09 of the second, this is when the game starts to turn, right? The Bruins are doing that thing where they look like they're trying to lose. They can't get the puck out of their zone, and they're just trying to lose. David Pastrnak whistled for interference goalkeeper against Semyon Varlamov. Varlamov is out of his fucking crease. He's out of his crease. He comes out of his crease into Pasta's path, and Pasta has to try to jump to avoid him because he comes out of his crease. Soft interference call. I agree that it probably is interference, but based off the fact that it's a fucking playoff game and you let Nick Leddy elbow Corrali in the face, not goaltender interference. Could be goaltender interference if you call the game differently. Okay, then Richie and Matt Martin get matching roughing penalties. Then Carl gets cross-checking against Komarov. I've talked about that one already. They're literally just hand-fighting. I don't think he cross-checked him. Also, how do you take one? It's the playoffs. It's the same thing as every time. Komarov instigates it. Like, hello? Then at 20 minutes, matching minors for Pelech and Richie for roughing. When Pelech comes in and jumps on Richie's back from behind and punches him in the face while he's not looking. Okay. Sure. Matching minors, that's okay. I mean, other than the fact that you told, at least the broadcast told us Bruins fans before the period ended that the Bruins were going to be coming out to a power play because, I mean, that's what it looked like. It looked like Pelech came up and jumped Richie from behind and Richie was defending himself, but no, that's cool. Too many men served by Jordan Eberle. That was a power play that the Bruins scored on, and it's one you gotta call. Probably wouldn't have called it if you could have, but you gotta call it. Then Mike Riley, a illegal stick against Travis Zajac. Riley's stick breaks, and he results in a breakaway. I didn't actually see Mike Riley touch the puck with a broken stick, but okay. I'm sure he did. I would never question the wonderful officiating of the NHL. The NHL officiating has never fucked up a call in their lives. Especially the great officials tonight by the names of John McIsaac, Dan O'Rourke, and Gord Dwyer. No, none of them have ever messed up a call in their life. Okay, so to the scoring we go. Charlie Coyle opens it with a beautiful goal at 2:38. Now the first, 1-0. Only goal in the first. Then in the second when the Bruins are trying to lose. But at the same time, also when they're having to actually fight the Zebras. Josh Bailey puts one in off Lauzon's skate. That's Lauzon's first of the night. Assisted by Palmieri and Nelson. 1-1. Then Palmieri, assisted by Leddy and Pajot. Guess it's Palmieri's goal because of how own goals work. Tuukka's got the puck under his pad. It looks like he could potentially sneak a whistle out of it. And Lauzon comes over and just shoves Tuukka, and the puck ends up in the net. I would like to point out that the goal was assisted by Nick Leddy, who, in my opinion, probably should have been serving a match penalty for an illegal check to the head. But that's just me, a biased Bruins fan. And that's the point of this channel, me being a biased Bruins fan. Jean-Gabriel Pajot scores a power play goal. Off which penalty? You guessed it, when Brandon Carlo cross-checked Leo Komarov. Because that was definitely cross-checking, and that was definitely warranted of just Carlo going. Great job, Dan! Then in the third, things take a turn for the better as Bergeron puts one past him. No deflection. NBC broadcast, gotta do anything to discredit Bergeron in Boston. It took a lucky bounce off of, believe they said it took a lucky bounce off of Noah Dobson. It did not. He screened his own goalie. Then, while on the power play for too many men on the ice, the Brad Marchand scores one. Who would have thought? Brad Marchand is good at hockey. We go to overtime. Lauzon turns it over because he puts it off somebody's fucking skate. And Casey Sedisi gets on the breakaway. Just puts it top shelf on Tuukka. Can't wait for Boston media to go, Tuukka sucks. Tuukka soft. Oh my god, Tuukka sucks. No, Tuukka's fine. Tuukka's fucking great. He's one of the best goalies in the league today, if not all time. Shots on goal, 42-39 for the Bruins. It's not like we're not getting pucks to the net. 1 for 2 on the power play for the Bruins. Actually lost more face-offs, probably because, our centers get tossed for seemingly no reason. I'm yet to see, a commentator actually explain, why someone gets tossed from a face-off when they don't do anything. But, had 2 more penalty minutes, so, what the fuck, NHL, if you're supposed to be balancing the game and game management and all this great stuff, why the fuck did they get an extra power play? Either call the book or make sure it's even. Your current thing is making sure it's even. Trying to make, you gotta call a fucking penalty on Nashville there early in the second, don't you? Don't you, Tim Peel? Fucking loser. Islanders out-hit us. Cool. Their time on ice later. Probably Barzal, but... No, Barzal only had 19 minutes time on ice in an overtime game. Their forwards were led by Anthony Beauvillier with 21-13. And their defensemen were led by Pollock with 28. Oh, no, they were led by Nick Leddy. Who, wow, what a surprise. Nick Leddy had 28 minutes and 55 seconds time on ice and at least one dirty hit. Varlamov saved 30... No. He saved 39 of 42 in his 74 minutes and 48 seconds of time on ice. Bruins, time on ice leaders. You got Marchand at 24 minutes, Bergie at 24-13. And then on the defensive end, you've got some very wrong numbers because the NBC broadcast had McAvoy at over 30 minutes, and this is 28:57. So I'm going to go with this. Of 28:57 was our defensive time on ice leader for McAvoy, who didn't look all that great after he got cross-checked in the back of the neck because, getting cross-checked in the back of the neck by someone who's actually pretty strong is kind of painful, which is why it's a penalty. Tuukka Rask played great tonight. Don't really think you can blame him for Lauzon's fucking up. He saved 35 of 39, 897. Gotta be better than that, but it's not necessarily his fault. So yeah, let me know what you thought of it down in the comment box, Storino below. Yeah. Bruins will lose 4-3 in overtime. On the bright side, the Toronto Maple Leafs, they lost their series. Fuck the Leafs. See you guys.